Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm delighted to have you here today. Today's presentation is on Computer Software Assurance, or CSA. My name is Dr. S.K. Singh, and I hold a PhD in this field. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore the key concepts of CSA, its importance, and how it can enhance software quality and compliance. So let's dive in and get started. Today, I want to talk about a significant shift we're making in how we approach assurance. We've moved away from relying heavily on traditional, documentation-heavy CSVs. Instead, we're embracing a risk-based approach that aims to be much more efficient and targeted. This shift is all about focusing our efforts where they matter most, rather than just checking boxes. So, why CSA? Well, CSA helps us prioritize risks more effectively, streamline our processes, and ultimately deliver better assurance outcomes. It's a strategic move to make our work smarter, not harder, aligning perfectly with the overall goal of improving efficiency while maintaining high standards. Let's take a closer look at some of the key principles of CSA. First, critical thinking is essential. It means we need to analyze and evaluate information carefully, rather than just accepting it at face value. This helps us make better decisions throughout the testing process. Next, risk-based testing focuses our efforts where they matter most. By identifying the areas with the highest potential impact or likelihood of issues, we can prioritize our testing activities more effectively. It's also important to keep our focus on the intended use of the product or system. Understanding how users will interact with it helps us ensure that we're testing the right scenarios and that the final product meets user needs and expectations. Finally, efficient documentation plays a crucial role. Well-organized and clear documentation not only supports transparency and communication, but also streamlines the testing process itself. Together, these principles form a solid foundation for effective testing, aligning with the overall goal of delivering reliable, safe, and user-centered solutions. Let's start by looking at how CSV and CSA differ. CSV, or computer system validation, is often seen as heavy documentation. It involves extensive records to prove that systems work as intended, which can sometimes feel like a compliance checklist. On the other hand, CSA, or computer system assurance, is about providing assurance through smart testing and risk-based prioritization. Instead of just documenting everything, CSA focuses on actively testing the system and addressing the most critical risks first. The key difference here is that CSV emphasizes thorough documentation, while CSA emphasizes confidence through targeted testing. This distinction is important because it reflects a shift from a compliance-centric approach to a more risk-focused, efficient way of ensuring system quality. In the broader context of our presentation, understanding this transition helps us see how we can improve our validation processes, making them not only compliant, but also more effective and streamlined. Now, let's talk about testing based on system impact on product quality and patient safety. This is a crucial aspect because, at the end of the day, our goal is to ensure that the products we deliver are safe and effective for patients. A risk-based approach helps us focus our testing efforts where they matter most. Instead of testing everything equally, we prioritize areas that could have the biggest impact on quality and safety. This approach allows us to identify potential risks early and address them proactively, reducing the chance of issues reaching patients. By integrating this risk-based mindset into our testing strategies, we not only improve overall product quality, but also strengthen patient safety, two core themes that run throughout this presentation. So, this method helps us make smarter decisions and ensures that our testing efforts are aligned with the most critical areas. Now, let's talk about the different types of testing we use in CSA. First, there's unscripted testing. This is where testers explore the system freely without predefined plans, aiming to discover issues that might not be caught through structured approaches. It's really valuable for uncovering unexpected problems. Next, we have ad hoc testing, similar to unscripted testing, but often more informal. It's usually done on the fly, without formal documentation, allowing testers to investigate specific areas quickly and flexibly. Then there's scripted testing, which involves following specific test scripts or cases. We typically use this when we need consistency and repeatability, especially for regression testing or verifying specific functionalities. However, it's important to note that scripted testing is only used when necessary, because sometimes flexible, exploratory approaches can reveal more insights. All these testing types work together to ensure a comprehensive review of the system, aligning with our overall goal of quality assurance in CSA. By understanding when and how to apply each, we can maximize our testing effectiveness and uncover issues more efficiently. Let's take a moment to consider what truly needs to be tested in our processes. It's easy to fall into the trap of generating a lot of paperwork that doesn't add value, but the key is to focus on the critical points. By applying critical thinking in CSA, we can identify the essential elements that genuinely impact quality and safety. This helps us avoid wasting time and resources on redundant or unnecessary tests. Remember, the goal is to be thorough but efficient, testing only what truly needs to be tested, so we can maintain high standards without overburdening ourselves. This approach aligns perfectly with our overall theme of streamlining processes while ensuring safety and compliance. Let's talk about vendor audits and shared responsibility. When we work with vendors, it's essential to regularly review their security practices through audits. These audits help us ensure that they meet our standards and comply with relevant regulations. But remember, security isn't just their responsibility, it's a shared effort. We need to collaborate closely with vendors to address any gaps and improve overall security posture. Additionally, leveraging vendor testing is a smart move. Vendors often have specialized tools and expertise that can help identify vulnerabilities before they become serious issues. By integrating their testing processes into our overall security strategy, we can benefit from their insights and reduce our risk. This approach highlights the importance of partnership and shared accountability in managing security, especially when dealing with SaaS solutions. Ultimately, working hand in hand with vendors and utilizing their testing capabilities helps us create a more resilient security environment. So when we look at the benefits of CSA, or continuous software assurance, we see some really significant advantages. First, there's faster validation. This means we can verify and validate our software more quickly, speeding up the overall development process. Then, we have lower costs, which is always a key concern. By catching issues early and streamlining testing, we save money in the long run. Higher efficiency is another major benefit. It allows our teams to do more in less time, making our workflows smoother and more effective. And finally, CSA enables us to focus more on quality. Since many tedious tasks are automated or simplified, we can dedicate more attention to ensuring our software truly meets high standards. All of these points tie back to our overall goal: delivering better, more reliable software faster and more cost-effectively. In conclusion, I want to emphasize how CSA is transforming the way we validate digital pharma systems. By modernizing validation processes, CSA helps ensure that these systems are reliable, compliant, and efficient. This shift is crucial in keeping pace with the rapid evolution of digital technologies in the pharmaceutical industry. It also reinforces the overall theme of our presentation, that embracing innovation and modernization is key to maintaining high standards and regulatory compliance. Ultimately, CSA's approach empowers us to deliver safer, more effective medicines through smarter validation practices. For further support, please don't hesitate to contact us. We're here to help you with any questions or additional guidance you might need. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We appreciate your engagement and look forward to assisting you in any way we can.